Hello guys and welcome back to our tutorials. Today I will show you how to master Yahoo Finance from looking at your first stock to building a simple portfolio and finding new ideas with the screener. We will use AAPL, also known as Apple, as our real-world example. Let's dive in. Let's head to finance.yahoo.com. While you can actually browse without an account, signing up lets you save portfolios and screeners. You can use any email or your Google account. And what I'm going to recommend to you is that you check your region or actually your language if you go to this profile and click on manage your account, because then this is going to show you the right market data according to your region. Okay, so just come to personal info here and change your language. Okay, and make sure that it's the same as your country. So yes. Now let's actually look at the stock and understand the quote page. So I'm going to go to the search bar here and I'm going to look for AAPL, which is Apple basically, right? Let's click in here and we are going to land on the quote page. Here you're going to see key stats like the previous close, which is basically the last trading day closing price. You can also see the open, which is the price at today's market open, the bid or ask, which is the highest buyer versus the lowest seller price. You can also see things like the volume, which is the first trade today, and where's the market cap? The market cap is here, okay, and that's going to show you basically the total company value, okay. So you can see basically these basic stats from this quote page here, which is amazing. Now we can just switch to the chart tab here. And this is going to allow us to view price history. You can toggle different time frames from 1 day to 5 days to 1 month up until 5 years. And this is going to allow you to see basically the prices for different periods of time, as you can see here. And something that you can also do is you can zoom in and out using your mouse wheel. If I zoom out, this is what I'm going to have here. I'm going to have like a more general view. And if I zoom in, I can see the prices with more details for each time, for each hour and minute. So yeah, now what else can we do? We can go to the indicator section here and we can add different, graphs or different indicators in general, okay? For example, we're gonna add one of the most common one, which is called a moving average. And we're gonna set it over a period of 50 days in here. And we can change the colors and the different fields from here. In my case, I'm just gonna keep it red, okay? And let's click on done here. There you go, and there you have like your moving average, okay? And you can zoom out to see the moving average over a period of time, which is great. This is gonna allow you basically to spot trends and to see where the general direction of the stocks is going. You can also use the drawing tool by coming to here to basically draw like support, resistance line. So each line just come with a button, and you can also use the measure function, and this is basically going to tell you like how much you decrease from one point to the other, okay, which is great. If we go to the news section here, you can check the latest news from the top outlets to stay informed about this company if you click on all news in here. All right, and you can filter also between news and press releases, right? In the analysis section, you will see the aggregating analysis setting on a scale of, basically 1 to 5. Okay, and you can see the consensus on the price targets to, kind of estimate what is the professional sentiment on this company here, as you can see. Now, let's say that you want to create a portfolio. What are you going to do is you're going to come here and you're going to click on my portfolio. And then you have two different options here, okay? You can import a CSV with your portfolio. That's going to be, of course, more rapid, but you need to have the Excel. Or you can just create manually an enhanced portfolio, okay, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to click in here, which is going to be the most common option. Let's give this a name and let's click on create portfolio. Now let's click on add symbols inside of our portfolio, and we are going to look for Apple, which is the company that we're looking on. Let's click on add symbol. There we go. And now you can basically come to the shares option to add the number of shares that you might have. In my case, let's say that I have, 50 shares on this company. Then this is what I'm going to add actually, okay? And after do that, I can then see the total cost of these actions and the market value and things like that, okay? It's going to show me like a more personalized thing. By the way, you can do this in cash, or when you're creating your portfolio, you can also choose to do stocks, instead of cash, which might be more visual to you, but I prefer cash. If you want to discover new stocks, you can just use the screener in the research section. So just go to research and go to screeners in here. And now you can select from any of these filters, any of these categories, or you can just create your own screener, which in my case, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to select equity, which is stocks basically. And then here you can add certain filters. For example, let's go to the equity filters and let's go to our valuation and let's choose the market cap. We want it to be above 10 billion here. Okay, great. We're also going to select, for example, debt to equity to be below 50% and something else. Let's go, for example, I don't know. Let's also select a percentage change in price to be below, 0 to 5% to have all these stable companies. And let's click on apply here. Good. And here we have our list of companies that fulfill these requirements in here. You can just click on any company to research further. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Yahoo Finance. I hope that you like it and I hope that you can use this tool here. I think it's extremely complete. You have everything pretty much, from your screeners, your calendars, as well as your charts and your portfolios. So it's a pretty great tool. And the best thing, in my opinion, is that it's free. So yeah, thank you so much, guys.